Well, today we have a 2005, I believe, Chevy Silverado 2500 in the shop, and the owner wants me to see if I can fix the transfer case. So let's crawl under it and take a peek. Alright, here we are under the truck, and here's the transfer case, and as you can see, there's fluid coming out of this side. And I found two holes. It's a pretty common problem on this truck apparently, or on these trucks, on these transfer cases, and that's where the pump actually wears through the case. And let's see if I can get a good shot of it. The hole right there. There's also another hole below. Can't really see that one too well, but trust me, it's there. And it's leaking out all the fluid, which I think pretty much just ruined the transfer case. If I grab onto the drive shaft here, the entire yoke moves around in there and it shouldn't. So I'm not holding out hope for fixing this thing because I drained the fluid out of it and metal chunks fell out. But we're going to take it out and crack it open and see what all is wrong with it. I also noticed the front drive shaft here, the U-joint is completely junk. There's a little bit of play in that front one, but not nearly as bad as the rear. So let's get this thing out of here and see what it looks like inside. Well, I've got it out here, as you can see, and I went ahead and I popped this little cover off. Yeah, just because I needed to do it anyway to get the snap ring out of here. But if you look in there, you probably can't see it too well, but inside that case is just filthy nasty. I don't know what I'm going to find in there, but it doesn't look good. If you want to know how it comes out, there's already a bunch of videos on there. I'll put some links in the description. They already really do a really good job on this whole thing, so you can watch them. But what I'm going to do here is flip this up, pull this back case off, and just see what we're working with inside. See if any of it's even salvageable. Well, I've got it all torn apart into about 1,000,000 pieces here, and I guess we'll start from the beginning. All the problems I found. The first thing, this snap ring in here was broke, so there was only one tab on it. The other side was broke somewhere in there, so we had to actually pull it out through this hole, straighten it, bend it, and pull it out just to get the case off. And found 4 holes on the case, 3 from the pump where this pump was wearing, and 1 from that snap ring that was broke inside there. What else? That's pretty much it for the case, I think. Oh, the little bushing where the yoke rides busted in half. Found that wrapped around here when we took it apart. Speed sensor there, you can see that's wore right in, and that also wore the tone ring. You can see the little thing there, so it's going to need a new one of those. This bearing is a little rough, so I think we'll throw a rebuild kit and get all new bearings and everything in it. They want to get a new pump housing from the Merchant Auto or whatever, I think, so not too worried about any of that. Shift forks, yeah, look like they're wore pretty good. Chunks of plastic. I'm not sure if I can get inserts for these or if I gotta buy new ones. This one's not so bad, but the other one is not good. There's your magnet, just filled with crap. I'm jealous of the guys on YouTube that just pop them open and everything's all nice and clean and clear. No, I don't get that. I get chunks of crap and ink black. So I gotta keep tearing this thing down and actually clean it up and get a real good look at things. But that's pretty much what I've found so far. Well, there's my filter. That sits by the magnet, so that's probably clogged with junk. I should probably replace that too. Assuming there's nothing too major wrong with it. This bearing still feels good. But we'll get new ones anyway, and it's going to need a whole brand new case because that one's just too far gone. So I'll clean everything up and take a look at it, make sure there's nothing else, and get a parts list going. Well, I finished taking this thing apart, and I got the main shaft tore down, and I don't know how well it's going to pick up on camera, but this main shaft ain't looking too good, and the piece that rides on it, which I'm sure you won't be able to see, that's not really any better. And it's got blocking rings in here, basically a synchro, and the center one here, right here, should have friction material on it, but there's really none left. There's a little bit on the inside, but that is toast. And the set of those was, I think, $135. I don't know. This whole thing, I tallied up all the parts that it needs that are wore out in it, and it was like $900 to rebuild this thing. And you can get one that's already rebuilt with a warranty and everything for like $1,100. And the cheapest used one I found within 150 miles or so was about $700. So anyway you slice it, putting this 261 back in here is going to be an expensive deal. But I think I found a solution that may not break the bank, and that is to take the 261 out of here and put in its place a 241 from an older Chevy truck. And it just so happens my uncle has two older Chevy trucks with 241s in them. So hopefully he's got the one with the right input shaft on it, and it'll bolt up, and I'll have to do a little bit of modifications with the wiring, but hopefully it'll work. So I think I'll cut this video here, and then the next one we'll see if that one works.